On this week's Industrial Talk News, I'm going to give you an update on Industrial Talk 2.0. We're going to laser focus in on Gen Z. We've got a podcast. We have an article out there. Tip of the hat moment. Of course, we're going to have a tip of the hat moment. We're going to be focused in on also Questionary, a book that you must read. A great video to watch called We the 15. My attempt at cooking Saudi Arabian food, events, and much more. Let's get cracking. All right, thank you very much for joining Industrial Talk News, and we're going to rapid fire through a number of topics to keep you informed, at least give you that flavor of what's taking place in industry so that you can do a little bit more educating and a little bit more collaborating and definitely innovate so that you can continue to change lives and change the world. Before we get going, we've got two sponsors that I'd like to thank. One is Trend Micro, TX1. Digital transformation needs cybersecurity. Yes. They need to work hand in hand. Absolutely. You need to go down digital transformation? Yes, you do. Do you need cybersecurity? Yes. Look at TX1, Trend Micro for solutions. Fantastic company, fantastic people. They will make that process painless, I guarantee you. The second company, of course, is Deloitte. You know Deloitte. They have massive skills that are out there. Great at strategy, great at solving problems, great at solutions. Go out to Deloitte.com, find out more, because we want you to be a business that is resilient and you're going to continue to be around for a long time. You need Deloitte in your pocket. That's for doggone sure. All right, if you follow Industrial Talk podcast, you'll remember that I have spoken about Industrial Talk 2.0. I have no other name for it, but it's 2.0. It means it's changing, right? Over the probably around 2-3 years, but really the past 1, right in there. Don't do the math. Trust me, there's a method to this madness. There is a need for us in industry to be more entertaining. You go out there, you look at the stuff that's being posted, some good, some not so good, it doesn't really matter. Are you truly, and you got to ask this question, are you actually consuming the content, or are you just throwing it out there because the internet says you've got to throw it out there? So I back off, because if you have a cure for cancer, right? Yeah, I got it. And nobody reads it or listens to it because it's boring, then people are going to die from cancer. And you don't want that. Your story has to be delivered in an entertaining way. And it has to be highlighted, and it has to be promoted in a way that gets it out there so that you can create more opportunities for your company and for you. Makes sense. So what do? Well, Industrial Talk is, for lack of a better term, the ESPN of industry. We're trying to create an educational platform that delivers on, one, entertainment, humanism, right? Just bringing out that human of why people are doing what they're doing. That's important. But keeping it fresh, keeping it moving, keeping it ever evolving, because industry is that. So go out to Industrial Talk, because we have podcasts, we have this news, we have articles, we have videos, we have so many things to just pretty much provide. There, go out to it and educate, collaborate, and innovate. Reach out to these individuals that are contributing. That's the latest. Go out to industrialtalk.com. Now, we're doing a series. And a number of individuals have spoken to me and were like, hey, we're having a hard time with resources. We're having a hard time bringing people in. The reality is that we're going to have to change our messaging. We just are. To attract that young professional talent, Gen Z. I call it Gen Z, but I don't ask me what the dates are. Like, they fit in whatever. So Gen Z. What you will find with these young professionals is, one, they always want to have that purpose. You're going to have to figure out your purpose. You're going to have to figure out that noble focus that your company represents. Important. And deliver and commit to it. That's one. Two, when they come on board, and this is in the podcast as well as an article that is from Rachel Schneider, right? Young, Gen Z, powerhouse, is that your culture is going to have to change and adapt to the technology that exists to continue to attract individuals, to continue to attract these young professionals, to create that business of resiliency. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to create that culture that attracts it. It's not a bad thing. I'm just telling you right now, it is a good thing to have young professional talents solving problems and making your business more resilient. It just makes sense. So there's a podcast, Rachel Schneider, great, laying the lumber on truth with Gen Z, and then an article out there that is also, let me just sort of toggle to make sure I got it, because I don't want you, and it deals primarily with automation, right? And the automation is rethinking automation of Gen Z. Cool article, industrialtalk.com, right at the top, you'll see it, read it. Just recognize. You're just going to have to do it. All right. Tip of the hat moment. This is where we celebrate. We just sort of highlight individuals and companies who are just giving back, who are just doing a great job at and creating that culture, because you're going to have to. It's going to be the one thing that you're going to go forwards. You can sit there and say, no, I don't want to. But this is an interesting one. This is Lam Research. They provide the manufacturing equipment to manufacture chips. Now, try to follow that one, man. Somebody had to create that, so there's Lam. And talk about, they're smarter than you, just FYI. They're just smarter than you, and I just had a great conversation with them, and one of the things that popped out, because we're looking into celebrating manufacturers because we're coming up on October, and there's a lot going on, is what they're doing is they're working with the Soaps That Save Lives box program. Pretty cool, huh? And that means they're building these hygiene kits from comfort of their home and business. They're building it, right, because they want to contribute. And then they're giving it to organizations, charitable organizations that can hand it out. So this is to help fight the spread of COVID. It's a way of giving back. And it's really, it's pretty simple, but it's pretty cool. The Soap Saves Lives box program. It's a mouthful, but you get the picture. And it is important. And they're putting these kits together, giving them to organizations. Big tip of the hat. Great job, Lam Research. Now, all right. Because we're about education, which we are, because we're about collaboration, which we are, and innovation, we've got to highlight books. You got to be about educating, right? You got to be about it. So when I was in San Francisco with Neom, I had the absolute honor interviewing a gentleman by the name of Joseph Bradley. You go out to his stat card. Yeah, he's impressive. He is impressive. He is the CEO, Neom Tech and Digital Holding Company. And so we had this conversation. The podcast is going to be coming out shortly. But, and it'll blow your mind. Your head's going to start throbbing and you're going, doggone it, the future is exciting. One of the things that popped out, which is in my library, which is out on Industrial Talk, is he wrote a book called Questionary. You're saying it. Outside of the fact that it sounds so Disney-like, Questionary. What the premise behind the book, so I started reading it because it's on my Kindle right there, is the fact that, and I'm going to read from, because it's out on Amazon, is in a world where all the answers are known. Yes, some way, shape, or form, all the answers are known. Value is created by understanding what questions to ask. I'm going, oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm reading it, but this is right out there. I'm going, holy cow, yeah. The single biggest mistake leaders are making in today's disruptive environment, which it is, disruptive environment, is executing the right answer, because the answers are known, the right answers to the wrong questions. So this book is focusing on asking the right question, the process behind how do you come to that conclusion. Questionary, Joseph Bradley, Mad Stat Card out there on LinkedIn, incredible book. It's exciting, FYI. Questionary. Go out to Industrial Talk, find out more. It links, just, make it easy. Make it easy. All right. So I was having this conversation, another interview, and I bet you don't know about this one. And what is cool about this one is it's a organization called We the 15, right? We the 15. The premise is that 15% of the world's population has some disability. Okay. What is that? What does that mean? The reality is, We the 15, video out on Industrial Talk. It's right there. Consider contribute, but very cool organization. We the 15, and it's these disabled individuals just wanting to be treated normally, want to have a life, don't want to be. I mean, they just want to live life, and the videos. I'm telling you, man, the video's funny, and it's definitely inspiring. We the 15, go out there, and you're not going to be disappointed. All right. On to something funny. So when I was in California, I received Saudi Arabian spices in a pack. And it's out there. There's a video of me cooking, slinging some hash, kabsa. That's the name of the dish, Saudi Arabian spice. So I said, okay, what do I do? How do I use these spices? Because man, when you open that bag, you know you're sniffing. You're sniffing spices, big time, and it's absolutely intoxicating. It's a fabulous smell. However, right, what do I use it on? What do I do? Kapsa. So there's a video out there, me cooking kapsa in my kitchen and trying to make. And I want to tell you, I don't know how it tastes. I mean, the real stuff. But what I produced, yeah, it's about a 4.25 hard hat flavor. It's fantastic. The look is spectacular. The smell is just wow, and the taste excellent. So anyway, you want to do that? There it is, man. The video. I believe food brings the human in us, right? It talks about it. You're able to consume culture. And be able to have great conversations with people over food. Food is that great equalizer, and I just love it. Yeah, you can tell if you ever looked at me, I'm pretty committed to the food. All right, let's wrap it up. Let's look at events that I want to make sure. Now, November 9th through the 11th, there's a manufacturing and technology show. Cleveland, Ohio is the location, and it's at there's an event center there. Fantastic. However, you got to go. You got to get your life back in order. I'm going to be broadcasting from that location, and I will also be emceeing some of the events too as well. But Industrial Talk is committed to try to get that life back in order, get our industrial juices flowing, and events are a great way of doing it. That's go out to Industrial Talk, go down, it's industrial events, just sort of scroll down, there it is. And there are other events that are being highlighted there as well. Get engaged. That's all I ask. That is November 9th through the 11th, the Manufacturing and Technology Show. Great people putting it on. They're always great people putting it on. All right, one last parting shot. I got a YouTube channel. Industrial Talk has a YouTube channel. We're out on Facebook. We've got definitely a LinkedIn company, and you can just link to me, Scott McKenzie. I will be more than happy to give you a thumbs up. And we're Twitter. Engage. Subscribe to those channels if you so choose. Just go out to Industrial Talk, find out more. It's ever-changing. As industry, we have to be flexible and changing. So there it is. Enjoy Industrial Talk. Thank you very much. Right there. And reach out to me if you have any questions, comments, or concern, or if you want to contribute, make it happen, Captain.